Hello everyone, I'm Karina Bourgeois-LaCroix, the Title Girl and owner of American Real Title, back at you with another exciting Title Girl episode. So if you've missed any of our previous videos, you can scroll down our thread here on Facebook. You can see them on LinkedIn. You can see them on our YouTube channel or go to our website at www.americanrealtitle.com. So this week's topic is to explain what happens when you hire a contractor and that contractor records a notice of commencement with the clerk of courts when starting your job. This is a really big topic in the real estate and title industry because it could possibly keep you from getting clear title when you are either selling your property, refinancing your mortgage, or even getting a home equity line of credit. So what is the notice of commencement? A lot of people have a lot of questions about what it is and what it stands for and why it's even done. Now, if you hire a contractor that is going to be doing work for you that is worth more than $2,500, a notice of commencement must be filed and recorded by the homeowner or the contractor in the public records. This falls under a portion of the Florida Construction Lien Statute. One of the first things the owner must do is sign a notice of commencement that sets forth that they are the owner, that how they can be contacted, the legal description of the property, and who the contractor is. This is then recorded in the public records, like I mentioned before, and also posted on the job site so that anybody working on this job knows who to contact if they need to notify you. Let's say your contractor hires a subcontractor and they need to give you a notice to owner. The notice to owner is a topic for a different day, but that's why that is posted there. Now, in order for the building contractor to actually get his permit, he must have the notice of commencement recorded. So this is a must. It happens in almost every job that is over $2,500. Now, why am I talking about this and how does it pertain to title insurance, which is what I do? Well, if you're selling a home, or refinancing it, like I mentioned, or getting a home equity line of credit, your lender or your buyer will require that you give them clean title to the property. If there is a notice of commencement recorded and a notice of termination, remember there are two different things. A notice of commencement is what they record at the beginning of the job. A notice of termination is what they do when the job is completed and the contractor has been paid for, okay? So if the notice of commencement is recorded and a notice of termination has not been recorded, then your notice of commencement out there to the public could just tell people or make people assume that the job is still ongoing and that the work is still unpaid for. What does this mean? It means a dirty title. You can't give clean title to somebody when there may be a lien that could pop up somewhere and you know, against your property. Okay, so the notice of commencement when recorded, this is very important, is valid for 12 months. 12 months. It doesn't matter when the work started and when it finished. It is alive, which is what I call it, for 12 whole months from the time it was recorded. The problem we see often is that the work is done and the contractor was paid in full, but the contractor doesn't record the notice of termination. So it basically looks like your job is, like I said, ongoing. All right, so here's the bigger problem. When a notice of termination is recorded, it doesn't cancel the initial notice of commencement until 30 days from the day that notice of termination was recorded. Okay, so, and why is that? That's because the notice of termination, what it does is it gives notice to any party involved in this job, be it a subcontractor, a painter, whoever that the contractor had help him with the job. They're getting notification when the notice of termination is recorded that they have 30 days, those 30 days that I said it's not valid till, they have those 30 days to claim that they weren't paid, okay? So, and the problem with all of this is that contractors usually do not record the notice of termination when the job is done. So, and you have no idea. You have no idea that this could cause a title issue, and the contractor's done, he's gotten paid, and he's moved on. Okay, so Imagine, I'm going to give you an example. You build a pool and you sign a notice of commencement 8 months ago, and that was recorded 8 months ago, okay? Your job was finished and completely paid for 2 months ago. Okay, but the contractor didn't do a termination. They didn't record it. So your notice of commencement is still alive for 4 more months. Remember, it was recorded 8 months ago. Your job has been done for 2 months, but it's valid for 12 months. So you've got 4 months that this is still ongoing, or what it's perceived to be ongoing to the public eye or a title underwriter. Okay, so now imagine this is happening and all of a sudden you want to sell your home. You got a great price, you put in a contract, you have a closing date 30 days out, okay? So your buyer is expecting a clean title and their lender is expecting a clean title. And all of a sudden, 2 weeks prior to your closing date, okay, you get a call from the title agent like myself telling you that there may be a bit of a problem meeting your closing date because there's a title cloud or issue within that title insurance, okay, and the title requirements. The title requirement will require the title agent to record a notice of termination in a contractor's affidavit. So they say to you, okay, we're 2 weeks away from closing. We are going to prepare this notice of termination in a contractor's affidavit, but between getting your signature and getting the contractor to sign the contractor's affidavit, and then coming together to record that, we've got another week going. So by the time we record this, we're a week away from closing. Remember, when it's recorded, it only becomes valid 30 days after it's been recorded. But you've got a closing 7 days later. So you've got a 3-week delay here unless you can convince the underwriter to insure over this, okay? And it happens sometimes. I get my underwriter sometimes to do this, but it's not something that happens, and it's a guarantee, okay? So imagine this situation. Now you've got a delay, you've packed your bags, you've got a mover scheduled, and the buyer's sold his home and he's ready to move in, and you've got a little bit of a delay, or you have to ask the buyer to accept the title with the exception where they won't cover anything regarding this job. And their lender, if they're getting a loan, will not accept that. So, that's an issue. So you can see how this is big trouble in the title industry, in the real estate industry. So this is what I want you to do now. If you or anyone you know recently did some work in your home and a notice of commencement was recorded, ask your contractor if the notice of termination and the contractor's affidavit was recorded and to provide you a copy, okay? If they haven't, ask them to immediately do it. If you're in the middle of the work and you're still ongoing, it's still ongoing, the minute they finish the work and you make your final payment, require them to do this. But like I mentioned before, some contractors say that they don't do this. This isn't their responsibility. The notice of commencement is realistically signed by the homeowner. So if this happens to you, know that we represent builders that prepare, they construct the home, they have a notice of commencement, they know that they're going to be selling this property. The minute that they're done with all of the work, they ask us to prepare a notice of termination and a contractor's affidavit, which we have them sign, and then we record that. So that's already counting the 30 days. By then they get a contract, they go to closing. By the time we go to closing, we've already cleared the issue. So if your contractor can do it for you and it is still pending and it's something that you need to clear for whatever reason that may be, like I mentioned before, a loan or a sale, call us. We'll be glad to help you. We could prepare it for you. We can record it for you. We can get the actual contractor's affidavit signed by your contractor. That's simple for us to do. So just pay attention to that. Make sure that you understand that that does cloud your title. And if you need any help, feel free to contact us at any time. You can call me, you can email me. Again, our website is www.americanrealtitle.com. Again, I hope that I've helped some of you, and don't hesitate to call us. Like I said, as I always say, if you're in the real estate industry and you have a topic that you would like me to cover, like this one, which was a particular one that was asked by a real estate agent of mine, let me know. I will do a video for you. We can post it on your website or do however you can come on the video with me. So again, I hope I helped some of you. Let me know how else we can help you. I am Karina Borgia LaCroix, the title girl and owner of American Real Title, where we perfect the art of closing the deal. See y'all next week.